Anthony from Airsoft, and this is Asked Amp episode 10. I believe we've hit double digits. And then we got my battle buddies over here. We got
Saffron. I'm Matt. I'm Other Matt.
Other Matt.
For the record, I'm the real Matt. Matt squared.
So,
shut up, new Robbie.
Here's what we do here. We take your questions that you submit either by Google Plus in the comment section down below on YouTube or on Facebook, and we answer them. Real simple, real honest. So we're just gonna go down the line. So here you go, Matt squared.
All right, let's start out. First guy right here. Oh, this is the one I was looking for, from Ian Nye. Do you even operate, Anthony?
I spent 6 years in the Army. I have a deployment to Iraq. I have a Bronze Star. I operate pretty well.
I think he wins.
I think I win.
I'd say so.
I think I win.
Just to name a few.
I see what it is. Trying to call me out.
Oh, sorry. Tip, tip.
Tip, tip, tip. You just got fedora'd.
That was fedorable.
That was so fedorable.
All right. So got one from Honey Buns. So I had a 400mm Orga. It was getting 400 FPS with about 90 PSI with a black nozzle. And it's been a couple months, and now I use a 260mm Orga. And I have to crank it up to 120 PSI to get 400 FPS. Is there something wrong with my air seal, nozzle, air rig, etc.? Nope.
No, it's just
pretty normal.
It's normal because you got to think when you have a longer barrel, your air is pushing your BB for longer. So it makes it have a higher exit velocity. When you have a shorter barrel, there's just not as much time for that air pressure to push that BB out of the barrel. It's just physics. That's just what it is.
Like for example, I have a Red Plus nozzle in mine with a gold low flow, and I'm pushing like 300 FPS max with a 123mm barrel. So it's still a little pistol barrel, but
with a barrel this long,
it still shoots 100 yards, so you're not going to have any issues.
It's just going to drop your FPS. The only thing you might notice is your time for your time to target might be a little. You might need to lead a little more. That might be your only.
Even then, it's not too bad.
All right, this one's from Jason R. I also wanted to point out, Robbie, I'm kind of disappointed that there were no awesome pants being worn in this video. Although the plaid shorts are nice enough, don't let Anthony's hate get in the way of your style. Well, first of all, yeah, I kind of hated on the yellow pants. He is the ambassador of the Banana Republic.
They sent him banana pants.
And he was sent forth with his banana pants. Robbie has style. I'm sorry, I'm just average.
Yeah. Casual, as I believe it was.
I'm casual. I don't really
know how to dress.
I don't overdress for anything. If I could get away with wearing jeans to a wedding, I'd do it.
I've seen it.
I haven't done it, but I would do it if I could.
I get killed.
My wife wouldn't let me though.
All right, we're going from Nepa Airsoft, a
returning favorite.
Yeah, top champion in my book. Let's see here. Great episode, guys. I like the outside format. Keep up the good work, and Rob is doing an awesome job on the videos.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
But Robbie's in college, so that's why we bought Matt.
We literally bought him.
Very cheap. You can do better. Someone else give me a... No, I'm kidding.
Shameless plug.
We bought Matt. He's cheaper.
Oh, this is a big one. It's not very big. Big piece of paper. This is from Edit Adverse. Hey Amped, what are the advantages of using the low flow poppet with red nozzle, and what inner barrel do you recommend using? To be honest, you can use any barrel with the red low flow, but generally we recommend it with the Orga barrels, like the wide bore barrels. But what was the rest of the question? I already looked out.
Red low flow, red nozzle. What the red poppets give you is air consumption. So what's going to happen is you're going to get more shots per tank because the inner diameter of the release hole in the poppet, that's fun to do, is smaller, so it lets less air through than a stock poppet. A gold low flow is going to be more efficient than a red low flow, which is why we usually pair those up with tight bore barrels, because the tight bore barrel is going to jump your FPS way up, so you got to bring it back down to be field legal. An Orga is not going to jump your FPS up, so we only go with a red one so that you don't lose too much.
Yep.
So that's why they're paired like that. You can use either one with any one of them if you want. It's just going to depend on what you want your gun to shoot.
So we're about to get photobombed by a duck.
Duck boat.
Duck boat.
It's not the T-train, but I guess it'll do for this episode.
Yeah, there it is.
Do it, Matthew.
All right. This is from Dan Lee. In regards to your mantra, always chrono and joules, what advantages does it have over a traditional feet per second with 2 2-gram BBs?
When you're using a gas gun or a direct air gun, like an HPA gun, you have a phenomenon called Joule creep. So as you jump up in BB weight and barrel length, what'll happen is you'll shoot harder and harder and harder. So you need to chrono and Joule so that you actually understand what the actual power output of your rifle is. Because you go, like the FPS jump will be marginal, but the power output will be greater and greater. So you could hurt someone if you don't chrono and Joules.
Definitely.
That's why we want everyone to chrono and Joules. It's the safest way to chrono, and it actually gives you a more accurate representation of what your gun's shooting. Isn't that right, tech guy? And sorry, I stole that from you. But
Yeah, that was a Matt question.
That was a Matt question. But
also another example is, again with my tiny little amoeba, whenever I chrono it, it shoots exactly the same with any weight I run. So it still shoots like 300 with 2s, shoots 300 with 4s. So if that gives you a good example.
But his output power is going to be different depending on what weight BB he uses.
Yes, even though the FPS is still the same.
So FPS is old school. You know, that's just the way it is. Let's do this. I'm going to dig towards the bottom and see what we get.
Any good ones?
I don't know. I keep giving myself paper cuts trying to pull them out. All right.
Too edgy.
It's too edgy for words. We got Ethan here. Great job on the videos, but I was wondering how long it would take to do a spring change on a King Arms Thompson. I stole yours. This is all you.
I'd say they're more than half an hour.
So about $35, half tops. Like that's an hour worth of labor.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of gearbox is it?
V6.
V6.
Yep. Same as the P90.
Oh
P90.
gosh. Sorry, P90 fans.
Oh, P90. Used to own one.
The original, the OG fish.
All right, Coco Bear here. Been loving the videos, thanks. Ironically, I was saving up to buy the Shrike kit on your website when Krytac announced the Trident LMG, aka Shrike. I was wondering if you think that the SMP kit will drop into the Krytac Shrike with no issues. Also, if you can do a review on the box mag on the Krytac LMG when you get your hands on it. Many companies just review the gun and forget about the box mag itself. P.S. Y'all are totally forgetting about Snickerdoodle cookies. Hashtag Cookie Master Race.
All right, Snickerdoodles are solid. That's a solid
Yeah.
cookie. What are your thoughts on Snickerdoodle cookies?
They're up there.
They're up there.
I don't know about
That's
a
pretty-
master race though.
I don't. Well, I mean,
need to pump the brakes on that.
Slow your chotch.
they're pretty solid though.
They're up there.
They're pretty
They're up
solid.
there.
They're up there.
Will it drop in? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a good gun to drop it into because you get to keep all the functions on it. Because all the functions of it are built onto the
Onto the
gearbox.
gearbox itself.
You're going to see that when we release our video for the Krytac CRB, which should be, today is Thursday. You won't see this till like Saturday or Sunday, maybe Monday. So sometime in that frame, that video is releasing too, so you'll see that. We haven't gotten the Shrikes in yet, but we're going to do a quick little
Tuesday. Yeah, another next week.
like next week.
Tuesday.
So,
Next week.
so we're gonna do like a 5-minute review on that, just to do a comparison video between that and the CRB, so that people understand what the differences are.
If it makes you feel better, I'm buying a Shrike too. So
He's buying one. I want one. I'm gonna get the short-barreled one because.
Pretty much like the first 10 are going to employees.
Sorry, my bad. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Get
I'm
on
gonna-
that pre-order list
And
now.
will the Wolverine fit? Yes, it'll be great.
Definitely.
It'll be fine.
Alrighty, from Matt Dever. Sorry about that one.
Butcher.
Yep. Hey guys, just wondering if you ever consider hosting a trade area online for people to trade. WPA is dead, and Craigslist is a joke. I feel like more people would respond to something that is validated with such a good reputation, and it's getting more and more difficult to get items out there.
You know what?
It's a tough one.
I am all for that, but the problem is that there's not a lot of stuff I can do to stop outside people from scamming. Like I can enforce rules on a forum all I want, but like people can't get scammed. The only way I could see that is maybe we do like a community day where they have a buy sell trade face to face. SCA does those on occasion.
Yeah.
So online your best bet would be Facebook groups. I mean, we could maybe start something like that.
I've noticed a lot of Facebook groups lately. They've been if you get on there and you're selling a large amount of stuff, you have to have people vouch. Like you have to have 3 of your friends message this person,
Or 3 of the people that bought off you.
or 3 people that have bought from you have to message this person and say, hey, shipping was good, they were easy to talk to, yada yada. So
But
I think Facebook groups,
the Facebook groups, but for every one person or every couple people that do well, there's always a few bad people out there, but their name goes out there really quick on these groups.
Oh, the PTW Facebook group, they will shred people.
Yeah, I've seen bad things happen to people that scam, so be advised with that. But as for like hosting something ourselves, it'd be potentially...
It's doable. I just don't know when we have the time to do it. That's the only problem I have. Between all the nat ops and all the stuff we do, like the Junior League and hosting local events, plug my October 4th event at Mercer.
Yo, shoot this guy.
It's for a good cause. It's from one of my friends' family. He recently died in a car accident. You should come do that. You should come support his family because all the money goes to his family to help support his burial fees and stuff like that. You know, other than like that, with all that stuff, I don't see us having a lot of time to do it. It might happen maybe during the winter.
Yeah.
Maybe during the winter when everything quiets down, we might have some time.
Maybe we'll plan and scheme.
Yeah,
we'll
think about it.
Other option, you know, I would say is the Steel City
Steel
flea
City
market.
does it.
I think they do about once a month. Hopefully they're going to do more, so that's probably your other option.
Yeah, that's probably a good one. Do's it.
Okay. This is from Jason R. No cookies or banana pants. This is in this question, sadly.
But we want banana pants questions, so
You
we
gotta
can
bring
keep
us
making
food.
fun of Robbie.
Yep.
What dream cars do you have if you still have to pay for the gas, tires, and maintenance? So don't pick a Bugatti unless you want to pay $300,000 a year.
But I just woke up in a Bugatti.
What's your dream reason? What's your dream car within reason? I guess is a good way to word that.
I'm working in 5 tons.
You like your 5 tons and 7 tons that you work on?
For 7 tons.
7 tons. Me, I've always owned Jeeps. I love Jeep Wranglers. My last Jeep had a 6-inch lift kit on it and 35-inch tires, lockers, the whole deal. I loved that car, and I'm currently don't own one, but I'm gonna get another one and rebuild another one just like it. So I like Jeeps because I can go play around in them and go camping and all kinds of fun stuff because I like to be outside. What would you say?
Come back to me. Go send it down that way.
What's that?
He doesn't even know. What's
I'd be kind of on the same boat with Anthony. I've always liked Jeeps. I haven't had one yet. It would either be that or, you know, pick up an old school. I know a lot of people kind of hate them, but, you know, like a Nova, do a lot of work to it, or
You can talk to my landlord. He has a Nova parked in my garage right now.
I'd go more for like the American answer and get like a little muscle car, but just more for the fact of like restoring it and
I almost had a
having fun with it.
Mustang.
Yeah, something like that.
Almost. So,
but if
I thought my first car was going to be my mom's old '69 Camaro SS.
Oh man.
That slipped through my fingers.
But if money wasn't an option, it would
No,
be a James
they
Bond
sold it
Aston
because they
Martin.
needed chump change for something.
Parents.
What's your answer? We're waiting on you.
You know, I'll give me a Subaru that's not beat the heck like
Subaru?
mine.
Hey, bro. I've got soccer games to go to, and I can put a lot of stuff from Whole Foods Market in the back. Like,
Yep.
Subaru. So this one goes to nuclear airsofters. I guess Matt's gonna hang out back there. Nuclear.
For now.
Nuclear.
Bye, guys.
Nuclear. I'm from Southern Ohio. All right. Dear Amped, love the videos. Keep it up. I'm thinking about getting a CQB gun, so I was thinking the Magpul PDR-C. Oh, that's pretty cool. Would the Wolverine SMP fit in it? And if it does, what should I do? Make it a DSG or drop the Wolverine SMP in it? I know with the DSG you have to deal with MOSFETs and lots of wiring, but is the SMP worth it? First of all, the SMP is worth it. It's super cool. I want to get one. I'm waiting to see if there's any other competition or any other cool stuff that comes out because I don't have a lot of cash at the moment, so I'm definitely going to pick one up. I don't know if it will fit into a PDR-C.
Even in that thing.
Well, because the thing is that
I imagine it fits, but
I imagine that it'll fit, but I don't know how it'll function.
The nozzles.
So, like, a good person to ask about all that would be Rudy over at Bingo Airsoft Works. Rudy has done
Everything.
He has done limited edition numbered PDR-C PolarStar, and that is a lot of work. He custom makes parts for it and 3D prints things. So like, he is the dude. He is the guy to ask. So I don't imagine that it'll have any problems fitting in, but I do not know exactly how all the functions will work because I know the PDR-C has a 2-stage trigger, so it's a half pull for semi and a full pull for full auto. So it'll be a little weird. I don't know how you'll work that. I know he put selector switches on some of his PDR-Cs because some people wanted the selector switch.
My God.
Dual sector gear or S&P. I would go S&P just because reliability-wise, the dual sector gear, you could blow it up.
Yeah, in the long run, these shoes are way expensive. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've run a couple of them, but
They're novel, I
a lot
guess.
of maintenance,
Well, my thing is if you know what you're doing with a good gearbox setup, do it. If you're like a good tech and you don't mind like working on it and tuning it, go for it. But if you're like me and you're lazy, just get an HPA gun because it's a lot less maintenance. It's a lot less maintenance. It's more cost up front, but it's less cost in the long run.
Especially with S&P, I think there's only one part you have to lube, and that's the nozzle.
Well, yeah, because the nozzle poppet's all in one thing. It's
Yeah.
one part.
So easy.
Alrighty. Oh, hey, okay. Anthony Durbin asks, "Hey guys, thanks for answering my previous question. Now I'm debating between the Elite Force M27 IAR or one of the I can't tell if
E&L.
E&L AKs. Which would you guys prefer? Also, do you guys stock both? I would like to see both of them before I buy either." The E&L AKs
Just came out.
really.
They
I haven't
just
seen
came out.
anything on 'em.
Well, Real Sword went away, and then E&L came out like 2 years later. It's been about 2 years since I've seen a lot of new Real Sword guns, and they are stamped steel, made in a real factory, AKs with real wood furniture.
Really?
So my brain thinks that they might be the Real Sword manufacturer of old rebooted again.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, because those guns are super
So
sweet,
good.
super sweet, nicest AKs ever. But
IAR?
we don't have one. IAR, I like it. It is just a long 416 though. It's
Yeah.
just like every other M4 or M16. You know, it's all the same features.
It's a little bit swaggier.
It's a little swaggier. It's a really nice looking gun. It's gorgeous. Has a gorgeous Elite Force look to it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I'd like either one of those to be honest with you.
I mean, if you make the AK sound as nice as it is, you'd sold me on that one. I would go with that any day.
It's a real steel stamped AK, dude.
Yeah, IARs, you know, they're like you said, they're nice looking, but they're also everywhere now.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be special to own an IAR. Now everybody has
Not
IARs.
to crush your dream, but that's your thing. That's your thing.
I would like an IAR just because I have mags for it.
There's
Yeah.
that.
I don't
That'd
have
be
to buy.
a plus.
I don't have to buy any more mags.
Oh, but
There's
you know,
that.
LCT mags are 50% off in our store now.
The high caps.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
I don't do high caps. I don't do high caps. Sorry, guys. I mill sim too hard.
Well, so hard you did it for 6 years.
I try hard. I try hard. I try hard too hard.
Try
Alright,
hard.
this one's more of a statement advice from Cameron Wonder. Yes, Mew, that's my backyard.
Oh, he's talking about.
Mew, sorry.
He's talking about
I
where
can't
we were
read.
last week. Yeah, we drive around and go on location, so you might see where your house is in the background. It could happen. Go again. Go again.
Alright, this one's from DJ Torrance. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Try what I
Lots of
can.
compliments this time.
I feel really
that's so
good.
nice.
I do. I feel good. It feels like the work we put into this is actually paying off.
Thanks for the
Good.
advice on the flashlight, which, again, you're welcome. Do you guys make combat machines with metal rails?
Make what?
Combat machines with a metal rail on it.
G&G makes combat machines with metal rails on them. They're pretty standard metal rails. They're nothing like too outstanding.
The top techs.
Well, they also make top techs that are metal body, but they make combat machines with plastic bodies and metal rails.
Oh, the
Yeah, I gotta look
sorry,
at
the
it.
blowbacks.
The blowbacks. They make blowback combat machines.
I gotta look at that 30th.
You can
anniversary
mount
stuff.
any of the Mad Bull rails to a combat machine as well.
Lots of those.
So-
I've done plenty.
He's done a bunch of them, so I mean, it really just depends on what you want to do, really. There's nothing wrong with the polymer rails on the combat machine though, because you're not going to break it anytime soon. And to be real honest with you,
I've never seen one break.
it's super light, so there's that. All right. Edit a verse. Let's see here. I recently bought a PolarStar from someone online, and after playing with it for over a month, it doesn't feel as reliable as my AEG. Uh-oh. Sometimes it doesn't feed, doesn't shoot as far as I would like, and doesn't seem to perform as well as other PolarStars. Do you guys at AMP do tuning and upgrades to make my PolarStar perform the best it possibly can? Yes, we can do that. You'd be responsible for shipping to and from, but we can do all that for you and just the labor time that it takes to run it.
Plus
and build
any
it.
of the upgrade parts.
I would suggest that one of the main things that you're probably dealing with right now is a lubrication issue.
Yeah.
So you might need to take the fusion engine apart, get some Tech T gun salve or other paintball safe lubricant, lubricate the poppet and the nozzle inside the gun. That'll probably help you out a lot. And also you might need to shim your hop up with some barrel O-rings. That could probably be a solid fix too that you could. Those are the two easiest solutions that you can do on your own before you resort to sending it out somewhere, because I don't want you to send it somewhere and have to pay all that money if you don't have to.
I can see that happen.
So that's the worst, is when someone sends something in because they don't know what's going on and no one helped them before they sent it.
Take the time to learn about it a little bit.
Because you know, the Fusion is not hard to maintenance, and if you know what you're doing, you can solve all your problems yourself. But yes, we can tune it for you. If you really would like us to, we can do that.
If you have any questions about it, just give the tech department a call.
Give them a call.
Talking to me.
Yeah, talk to him.
Can we put a stamp on tuning though? Like people sending it in wanting like specific settings and stuff like that. That's something we shy away from because, like Anthony says, this is something you can easily do on your own and learn a lot about it. And the benefit is if we're playing with settings and stuff like that, all you have to do is reset your FCU and you can just start fresh. It's not like you're gonna blow anything up.
Yeah, and then another thing is too is like, let's say you set your, like let's say like everybody asks us about tuning their FCU. Every gun's different, and then let's say you do one thing to change it, like you add a different barrel. You have to you have to reset from stock and then just adjust it again, because your settings are going to be all different. Every little change you do is going to adjust your settings. It's going to adjust all your timings, your magazines. You buy new mags, you're going to have to do that. So just, you know, I highly recommend just learning what all the settings are. We have a video of what all the FCU settings are and how they work. We have a video on lubricating and taking care of the poppet. We have a video on the Pro Win hop up, but that also works for all the other hop ups about how to shim the hop up with O-rings. Just take your time, watch some of our stuff, and take care of your stuff, and you should be good to go.
You're already watching us now, so
yeah, you should be good to go, man.
All right, crafted FTW or for the one, I'm assuming. Hey Amp, I was wondering if you guys had any idea about customs, as I am going to import a PolarStar of some kind. Also, do they have problems with regulators only being imported? I'm guessing HPA tank would be a big no-no. Thanks, and keep up the good work. Really, I guess this is pretty much in my realm.
That is all your realm, dude.
Okay. Now with customs, when we say you buy it from us, depending on which country you're at, because some countries do not like Airsoft or want those guns being imported, generally we have had no issues getting them anywhere in the world. That's usually not a problem. Like I said, we can send a full gun or we can send it split, but you're ultimately going to be covering shipping on stuff like that. As for customs, you will be responsible for your import duties and stuff like that. That is something we cannot cover. And we get this a lot. A lot of people ask us to change the values. We will not do that for you, especially when it comes to buying a PolarStar.
Very illegal. Very
illegal. And if something happens to your package, we're not going to refund your money because you asked us to do something illegal in the first place. So that's something to keep in mind. HPA tanks are perfectly fine to transport. We just can't send them to you filled. So that's your responsibility. Another thing is, real quick while we're here, lipos, we're not going to send them internationally. Hazmat, federal stuff, just not going to happen.
Lots of fees and it'll take a $10. That'll take a $10 lipo to $70. Like
easily.
Just buy one in your country,
and it's cheaper. So yeah, just that. I mean, that covers you guys for international. So.
Well, outro attempt number 2. Sorry. So this has been Anthony for Amped Airsoft. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram at just Amped Airsoft Official. We're on Twitter. We're probably gonna start up some other social media stuff just because we can. Fine. See me fining. Nope. Yeah. So this has been Anthony. I got my battle buddies.
Saffron.
The real Matt.
The other Matt.
Aww.
In Pittsburgh.
In downtown Pittsburgh. So enjoy the view. All right, thanks for stopping by, guys. We appreciate your business and all your time that you spend with us. Thanks for watching.
Get your questions in.
Have a good afternoon. See you next week. He's still tumbling down the hill.
We're gonna keep that in.
I got nothing.